channel, or welcome back to my channel. Today we are creating a cute little mini Christmas tree using one of the most amazing inventions in the craft world, hot glue. And I'm super excited. I've been wanting to do this for a while, and as you can see, I'm just sitting on the floor. I thought, just hang out and do a little bit of crafting, and yeah, just more chill, I guess, today. I wanted to kind of chat about some stuff and just do it. So let's get into it. So I have my hot glue gun. I just plugged it in a minute ago, so it'll be hot by the time we're ready to use it. I have some wax paper that we're gonna roll up in a certain way to be like a Christmas tree. I have some paint for painting it once it's dry. I have a metallic gold, which will be pretty, and then I have a, I'm gonna probably do two little mini Christmas trees of a couple different sizes because I want to see, how they're gonna look. And so one's gonna be metallic gold, and then I'm gonna make the other one like a bright green. And I have this like super awesome, it says, I think it said like holo on the tag, but it's like a glitter. It's really cute though. It's a really cute glitter. And it looks really great on like purples and greens and whites as a background color. So I think this is gonna look super cool, but we'll see how that actually goes. So I have those to paint on after. I'm gonna try two different painting methods, one with a little makeup sponge and one with a paintbrush, which I realize is on the coffee table over there, so I won't show that to you right now, but you'll see it later. And what else do I got going on? So I have scissors to cut the wax paper, and I am also gonna kind of do a bonus thing afterwards, just because I kind of wanna, I might put them on the trees, but I might not. I might do them for something else. But I have these styrofoam balls, which I've had literally for like 3 or 4 years. I collect things. I'm kind of a craft hoarder. But yeah, so I've had these styrofoam balls for a while. So we're going to glue those and put glitter on them, which is here. I also don't have the glue by me, which I just realized. But I have like little liquid Elmer's glue. And I'm just gonna like paint it on and then stick on the glitter. And you can't really see a whole lot of it, but I have a cardboard box underneath just for a hard surface because I'm kind of on carpeted rug, and a like paper towel over top of that just because I don't want to get glue or anything on the actual box. What else did I got? Oh, and I got some friends. I got my little Christmas mouse. I don't know if you can see it, but he like vibrates and moves. It's really fun. Oh, see, he wiggles. I don't know if you actually saw that, but he's fun. I might put in a clip if I need to. And then I got my little koala. He's been hanging on this tree since Christmas last year. I got these trees. They're actually LED trees from my mom that I got last year at Christmas. They're super cute and I love it. Whenever she asks us for like Christmas presents, it's really hard to like say what we want. But pretty much a go-to is like anything with LED lights. It's pretty much a good to go. And then our little mini Christmas tree. And yeah. Oh, and my friends over there. Our little polar bear, Christmas polar bear, and our penguin, which I'm totally blanking on his name right now. Oh, Cedric the chili penguin. Brain. Something you will come to know about me is I have quite a collection of stuffed animals. They are, a fun passion, I guess, of mine. I just like them. They're so cute and they make me happy. Yeah, so that's cool. Moving on. So, let's do it. So for the tree, we're just gonna make the form from wax paper. And the way that you can do this a couple different ways. The way I like to do, I just like roll it up like this, hold one side, and just like kind of spread your fingers out this way on the other end while you hold this together. and you'll kind of open it up that way, and you kind of, yeah, just like that. And so and then you kind of twist this side to make it pointy, and just kind of get it to the width that you want, and then you're gonna tape it. Oh yeah, tape. Did I bring my tape over? Didn't I have tape? I brought it over, didn't I? I'll be back. Found it. All right. Let's do that again. Okay. So that's about where I want it. So remember, this is going to be flat. So this is going to be your like longest point. So then you're just going to tape it. Like tape the edge so that it doesn't keep moving around. There we go. So now we have our form. Now we'll just cut the bottom so that it's straight. So you're going to start at the smallest edge here, and you're just going to go around. And I know last time I did something like this, I had to kind of do it a couple times. I didn't do it with this project, but I had to do it a couple times because I didn't quite get it straight enough. That's fine. It's not going to be perfect, and that's okay. Sweet, that worked out. Cool. So now we have our tree form. So just to make, I don't know, just to make it a little bit more secure, I'm just going to put a piece of tape on the inside. So now you can either start at the very bottom, or you can kind of do, how do I want to do this? Yeah, I think I want to do it at the very bottom. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab, one sec, I'll be back again. So I actually saw this trick from another channel that he was doing a similar project, and that's one of the ones that just like does super quick clips of more just like ideas and hacks or whatever, just like without any talking or anything like that. And it's Mr. Inventor, I think. And he just like stuffed in a towel, I think. Like I saw the towel go in. I assume he just stuffed it in. Now, see, I don't really want to change the shape away from a rounded shape, so I hope that this works. You really only have to do it for the first little while until you kind of, it starts to hold its own shape. Okay, there we go. Cool. So you can really do whatever kind of pattern that you want. I think one of them I kind of want to do like actual, like rounded, kind of almost like scaly, if that makes sense. However, for this one, I do want to try more of like a swirly kind of pattern. I think that'd be really pretty. And that just like random swirls, but they just have to connect because I have to create a solid shape. So, yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and try that out. And oh yeah, and you want to just create as straight of a line at the bottom as you can, because that's gonna be what's gonna like hold it up. So I don't know how this is gonna work out. This is the first time I'm ever trying this. So the problem I unfortunately am going to have, that's going to kind of be annoying with this and like any kind of hot glue gun project like this, which I'm going to do a couple of them this week, is the fact that I have a mini glue gun. So each stick only lasts like a little bit, but that's okay. I'll deal. Oh gosh, that's a pain in the butt to get it started. with the little mini. Yeah, this little swirly pattern, I don't know if it's really working out for me. I think I got it now, right after I said that. So, okay, cool. So what I'm doing, cool. Okay, so I'm playing with shapes a little bit in the sense that like I'll create sort of like a swirl here, and then I'll connect it, like I'll make another swirl here, and then I'll connect it this way, and then that way, and just like kind of almost going back and forth, and it's totally gonna be like a not connected or like a regular pattern. It's not gonna be very like, I don't know how to say that. It's not gonna be like exact or, you know, repeating, because I don't really want that. But if you want to do that, maybe draw something out beforehand so you kind of know what you're doing going into it. I think that would kind of give you a good idea so that you can kind of have an idea and you know, kind of know what your pattern is. I kind of was like winging it from the very get-go. Yeah, so that's my thoughts on that. So I'm going to do a little bit more, and then I get into a little bit of chit chat about kind of what's going on and sort of my thoughts on some stuff, and yeah. To kind of share a little bit about what's going on inside of my head. If you watched my like intro to my channel and kind of what I'm about video, then you would have seen that I'm gonna be really open about kind of, you know, mental health and like what I'm going through and the struggles that I've gone through, and what I've done to kind of get through stuff, some strategies that I've used and things like that. And I just want to be open about kind of what's going on in my head, like what I'm learning from the things that are going on in life. And one of those things is, you know, it's like starting this channel. And this channel has actually been like something that's been on my mind for a really long time. And it's not that I wanted to make a YouTube channel. It's not like, oh, I want to be, you know, on YouTube and I don't know, whatever. Like, it's not that I wanted to have a YouTube channel. That's not really what it was about. It was, YouTube is a great platform, but it's that I wanted to put myself out there and put myself out there and share, you know, share my story and share kind of what I'm about and share stuff that's kind of going on with me, exactly what I'm doing right now. And I wanted to I guess also like put myself out there in a way that I wouldn't, like I don't normally, and like put myself out of my comfort zone, because I haven't been, and like things in life, like goals that I have, like I'm not going to get there if I continue doing things the way that I'm doing them. And I want to be speaking in front of large groups of people. I want to be comfortable doing that, and I want to, you know, be able to have consistent thoughts and like be, you know, I want to be able to speak well, I guess. And it's just all about practicing, and there's just so many things that this medium and doing something that I love doing, like crafting. I love crafting, like and just creating things, and it's something that I've, you know, done my whole life. And I, like I said before, like I'm a craft hoarder. I really am. I used to kind of be an everything hoarder, but now I'm just a craft hoarder. And no joke. No, seriously though. But because I'm losing my train of thought. There's too many things going on in my head. It's because I'm trying to do something at the same time. So I really enjoy crafting, and it makes me happy, and it makes and it, you know, it's something I really enjoy doing. And to be able to do that and be able to practice the things like speaking and planning and being consistent while doing something that I really enjoy is like such a great strategy to practice those things. And that's kind of why one of the reasons, as you saw in the video, why I wanted to do that is because crafting was really helping me, but also because of, you know, things that I struggle with, like consistency in my day-to-day life and motivation and things like that. And one of the strategies, obviously, for a lot of those things is just practice. But I guess the tactic would then be like, how do you practice? Especially for me, like my brain forgets things. I'd be like, oh, cool. I'm going to, like, this is the new strategy that I'm going to do. This is going to be really great. I'll do it for 2 or 3 days. Wow, this is really working. This is really awesome. Completely forget about it. And then it would like suck. And I would get super hard on myself. And it would just be like over and over and over again. I would come up with a new strategy, or I would work something out with my counselor. Like, cool, I'm going to do this, and then do it for a few days, and then and just forget about it. Or like the tools that I would use to remember those things, I would stop using them. And like, it was just over and over and over again. And it was like, how do I practice something if I don't remember? And it got to a point where I was so frustrated, and so I was just upset with myself all the time. And I still, oh my God, I'm getting emotional. And I still do get upset with myself, and it's not helpful. It's not helpful to get upset with yourself. And that's kind of what I'm doing recently. And something that came up recently, like yesterday actually, was like, so I'm doing this YouTube channel. I'm starting to do this, and I'm doing 12 days of Christmas. So I'm like recording and editing every day for 12 days, which is a lot, which I knew it would be a lot, but I didn't realize like how a lot it would be. And kind of other things are suffering a little bit. And that was like something that my brain took as a reason to be hard on myself. And I didn't really realize it was happening until, you know, somebody who's really close to me said something, not at all meaning it to be mean or like judgmental or anything like that. But my brain just blew it out of proportion. And it was, I was already, like, I was about to leave the house, and I left the house, and I was bawling my face off. Like, I started bawling as soon as I closed the door, and I was just like walking to my car, which is like a 2-minute walk from our door. And I was just like bawling, trying not to bawl too hard because, you know, there could have been people and stuff, but not that really matters, but and that's when I'm like, whoa, like, what's going on here? And And so I started to examine what was happening, and I realized it was because subconsciously I was being hard on myself about, doing this instead of doing my work and doing my business. And what that person had said, it triggered what was already going on in my head. And so I guess what's going on right now is I'm realizing that, maybe there's still some more work to be done. And I already knew that, but I just didn't know to what extent. And because it was totally subconscious, I had no idea how bad it was and how negative I was being towards myself until like something triggered it. And I realized all of these, and it's not that I was thinking consciously like, oh, you suck, or why are you not doing these things? Like, maybe why are you not doing these things? But it was more the severe feelings of like, you're not good enough, or like, obviously you're not meant for this, and just like, not supportive things. So that made me realize that, there's room to grow in that area, and that I could really use some help in just paying attention to that, maybe from someone else, but for myself. Like, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to spend maybe 10 minutes in the morning, as kind of insert that into my routine or something, or maybe at nighttime, because I remember things more at nighttime. So something that just ran through my head is, as soon as I said 10 minutes in the morning, is like, oh, you'll forget that. Oh gosh. Anyway. So I think I'll do 10 minutes at nighttime, because I generally remember almost everything I go to do at nighttime, and I'm already journaling. Like, I journal really consistently at nighttime. I like, for planning the next day, I like write down what I'm doing the next day. That really helps me. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll do 10 minutes, and I'll do, maybe I'll do, things that I accomplished today, or just something like positive to recognize like what I'm actually doing and what's actually going on. And maybe just spending time like thinking about, just delving into those thoughts and feelings of what's happening subconsciously, to like bring more awareness to them. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you, and kind of let you know what's going on in my head, and that I'm really thankful for this experience, and that's part of why I wanted to do this channel, is because I knew that it was going to push me to but to do something that I enjoy doing and need to do it consistently, and needing to manage my time more. And it's going to push and challenge me in ways that I haven't been pushing myself, so that I can learn what I need to learn, and grow in the ways that I need to grow past where I'm at now. Because to get, past where you are, you need to do something different. And I think this is really going to help me do that. So yeah, anyway, so that's my, like, what's going on. I think I might make that a semi-regular, like, tidbit of this channel, just like what's going on in here. I don't really know what I'd call it, or if I'm going to call it anything, but I'll just like let you know what's up, and just share that with you, and share kind of my thought process about it, and what I'm going to do, if anything, about it, and my thoughts on it, like I did, and what strategies I'll use and stuff. And if I remember, I'll do like a progress report on those things. The video will also help remind me and keep me accountable too. But yeah, so thanks for listening for that. Now I'm gonna finish this. It's hard for me to like focus on the speaking and the thinking and this at the same time. but I did okay, I think. But now I'm gonna just go ahead and do this, and yeah, cool. I think my foot's asleep. Okay. Oh, it's very asleep. All right, so I took a little break. I let my foot come back to life, and I did a little one because I wanted another one, but a little dude. So I think they go really well together. I think I might use them as a decor piece during our like New Year's party for our friends to come over during maybe the barbecue segment. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with how these turned out. I'm excited to see kind of once the paper's gone. So I'm gonna take the paper off of the large one now. I feel like it might be a little complicated because I made a pretty swirly pattern rather than like a really strong like round pattern. Oh God. So I'm just kind of like putting my hand in between and trying to like softly flick up the glue with my fingers before it like gets ripped by the paper for the little bits that are actually stuck. Oh, great. Uh-oh. Oh, see where the paper was like, how do I explain that? Where the paper like came up on top, the glue kind of like went on both sides, so it's like really sticking to it. See, this is why just watching those ones that like the videos that just like go through like it happening without any sound. I'm not, like, it's really cool for ideas, but it's not super great for like seeing the whole process and like seeing how it's actually done and like the things that could go wrong and like how to fix it. That's kind of why I'm doing it the style that I'm doing rather than just like, you know, fast forwarding through everything, which is why my videos are ridiculously long. But yeah, so yeah. I don't know. I don't actually know how I'm going to solve this. I think I'm just going very gently, like pulling along the line, and just I have with my right hand I'm pulling on the paper on the inside, and then I'm just pulling with my left hand the glue bits, just very gently to kind of unstick it. Yeah, I think this would be a little bit smoother if I put more glue. Like I made kind of dainty areas, and I think that's part of where my problem lays. Ah, no! I'm getting impatient now. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, don't get impatient and just pull it all. It's just make everything worse. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, so some of the pieces ripped for sure. That's sad. Aww. Yeah, it's not strong enough to stand, that's for sure. No! No! Oh, but it's so pretty! Oh. So, I guess test your tape first and see if the glue's gonna stick to it. Because my glue sure seems to be sticking to it. Hopefully the little one works out better. I put more glue on that one. So I think what went wrong, I put too many dainty parts that it wasn't able to create a really strong structure. I really like the dainty look, but it's just not gonna work. So yeah, don't do. So unfortunately my battery died, but the large tree did not make it, unfortunately. So I moved on to the little one, and the little one did. It is a little bit crooked, but that's totally okay. So something that I did realize, like I mentioned before with the tape, is to either check that the tape works with the hot glue, or what you can try and do is maybe start at the top and do like a loop, and then kind of go from there and just hold it in place while you're working on it. Or you can tape the paper at the bottom and start at the top. So those are kind of some ideas. I'm not exactly sure how the other people that I've seen do something similar. I'm not really sure how they did it, but that's kind of some ideas that I have for folding the paper together and getting it to stay together so you can start gluing around it. So yeah, okay, so let's move on to the gluing part. Like I said before, I have some glue here, so I am going to do... I think I'm going to do the green with the glitter glue, or the glitter paint over top. So I'm going to go ahead and just do that. So I think I'm going to do a little bit on camera because I'm going to show you the difference for me between using the sponge and using the brush. This isn't necessarily the type of brush that I would use for this. I would probably use like more of a flat brush. However, this is really all I got right now. I don't know at all what happened to all my paintbrushes, but that's what I got to work with. So yeah, so I'll do a little bit with both, and then I'm gonna, I think, do the rest off camera. So now that I painted it a little bit with each tool, I think I'm going to go with the sponge because even though I think both of them, I'm going to need 2 coats using either one. However, the brush kind of leaves strokes more than the sponge leaves like patches. At least with the sponge is a little bit more even. There's just a couple areas that are like a little patchy, which is fine. It's just like, it's just more even. So I think I'm going to go ahead and you just use the sponge for the rest of the Christmas tree, and I will be back. All right. Well, the first coat of the green paint on the tree dries. I'm going to attempt to glitter these balls. Let's, what color do I want to do? Let's do maybe some red and gold. Well, yellow. Let's do that. This is a nice orange though. I think we're gonna go with red and yellow. Okay. This big chunky glitter, so we'll see how this actually works. So I'm just going to paint on some glue. I really don't know what I'm doing with this. I'm just winging it. Wow. Just going to roll around for the rest of it. Well, that's kind of fun. I think I missed a couple spots gluing because I was holding it and I figured I would glue it after, but I don't know if I can really. I feel like it's gonna stick. Oh, the glitter that's already on the ball is like sticking still. That's kind of cool. Oh, sort of. So it's pretty glittery. I don't know. It's not as like wow as I was expecting. I don't know. I don't know. What do you think? It's pretty glittery. Okay, let's do a gold one. Oh god. Oh no, I'm gonna get glitter all over my hands. Ah! Oh gosh. Okay, let's close that up. I didn't actually use that much, see? It was just the top. It seemed like I was using so much. Okay, let's do another one. I'm gonna paint on more glue this time. Like a lot of glue. I'm making sure to get all the spots, even the ones where my fingers were originally. Now let's get the gold on there. So I'm just kind of pressing my dry fingers on there to like stick it into the glue more. I feel like there's got to be a better way to do this, right? I don't know. Has anybody glittered some balls before? If so, let me know how you did it in the comments below. I would really like to know. This one's a little bit better, but you just can't tell as much because it's gold and it's like really light colored. But the glue is really like, it moves a lot, so it's like, if I press it down at all, it like nudges it. All right. Well, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to do any more. That was kind of fun, though. Well, I don't know what I'm going to do with these styrofoam balls. Because that was kind of my plan. Either glitter or glue or paint or something. But anywho, well, that was kind of fun. So now I think I'm going to take off this glove and get a new glove on and paint. Maybe, well, here, let's just see how this is drying. Yeah, we can do another coat. See? It looks pretty good. There's just a couple spots where I want to get the green on there, and then we'll do the glitter coat. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, so I did another coat of green paint, and then I took my folk art, the glitter paint. If you wanted to use this, it's called Extreme Glitter Acrylic Paint from Folk Art, and I think I got that one actually from Walmart. I think they also carry that at Michael's. But yeah, it looks really great on like green and white and even blue or like purple backgrounds. Yeah, so right now you can, I don't know if you can see it, but there's little bits of white and stuff. It comes out white. I had applied it with this sponge, so that's right there. So it comes out white. It 100% smells like glue. However, once it dries completely clear, except for obviously the glitter. Yeah, and it looks really pretty. So I'm gonna let this dry, and then I will show you the final product. As you saw, it is all complete. The paint is dry and it is looking shiny. I don't really know if it was captured on video, but it's really cute. Like the glitter really comes out in certain lights, so I'm super happy with it. But yeah, I hope that you enjoyed the video and that you learned something. And thank you for listening. And the reason why I want to share, what's going on in my little brain over here is because I want to be open about what's going on, about my experiences, what I'm learning, what I'm going through, and the strategies that I've learned over, like the last 4 years of going through self-development, and just sharing kind of how I'm utilizing those and kind of my thought process of utilizing those strategies and other strategies, and kind of like how I'm, I guess, coping or working through things, in the hopes that maybe somebody who's sharing similar circumstances or experiences, that's what I was looking for, that, in the hopes that it maybe will help them too. And I'm always open to conversation or questions. I'm obviously not like a therapist or anything. Like if you need help or anything like that, like I highly recommend going to a counselor. They're really helpful. I've been to a number of them. This last one that I went to is really helpful. But yeah, that's why I'm super open about that kind of stuff. And yeah, while I'm doing crafty stuff, because I really like crafty things, it's just a way to kind of like hang out and be comfortable and, be open and talking about things. So I hope that you got some value out of that, and I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, and if you like this type of content, then go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I will, after my 12 days of creative Christmas, which is daily uploads, or almost daily uploads, I will be going back to 1 to 2 days a week, so it won't be every day. And yeah, so that'll be in the new year. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can get notified of when I post a video. And yeah, I think that's a super long outro. Trying to include everything. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.